guys. Welcome to the High Ground Podcast. And this is our first... Hey, it's gotta be a shit intro. That's our niche.
Look.
That's how we do it.
I can only correct your intro so many times.
For each have to
Well,
deal
after
with it.
today,
we
will have a musical intro.
True. No.
After today,
no,
we're
really
editing this.
yeah.
I am still gonna
So look.
keep this ASMR intro every single time.
Oh,
You're
Jesus Christ.
hey, I gotta. It's gotta be shit. This is literally just our
Isn't the
our
rest
thing
of our
now.
show gonna be
At this
shitty
point,
enough?
no. At this point, this is our brand. We gotta
Okay.
stay
I
on
don't know
brand.
Who chose this brand?
Me, because I'm in charge.
Okay.
Who edits these? This guy.
I mean, can I get in the payroll?
Yeah.
There is no payroll.
I'll start editing.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to start like copywriting this material, and I want my name on that.
All right. So today we're gonna be talking. Also, so today is our very first video podcast. So you can find that on probably youtube.com/highgroundcast. I will upload the videos. We're done with it. If it's not on there,
Boy.
follow us on Twitter at highgroundcast,
Yes.
and it will be up. The link will be up there as well. So yeah, welcome to our first video podcast. And the reason this is a thing is we're gonna talk about the Star Wars trailer, and we're gonna break it down.
Break it down.
Is it the camera? Is that what it is?
Yes, they have like this super fucking famous. I
Oh
can
my
tell.
god.
No, that was just...
All right. So we both watched it together. What did you think about it? Just initial thoughts on the.
I thought it was full of misdirections.
Yep.
It's definitely not the way it seems in the trailer. I think they like patched a bunch of different scenes together to make
Mhm.
it seem a certain way. What did you think, Roman?
Oh my god! If
I know
they
you were raging.
if they
but,
force Raylo down my throat, I will march down to Kathleen Kennedy herself and be like, "Yo, bruh, please."
Do we have any Raylo fans here?
Mm.
Anybody?
I'm not too much of a fan, but I can see how it works. You know, to confuse
Fuck you.
Force users.
Nah, I'm not.
Don't have a master.
Yeah,
per
I know
se.
plenty of
Yeah.
Raylo shippers. Actually, most of the podcasts that are Star Wars that I follow, most of their hosts are Raylo shippers, which is kind of gets on my nerves. But that's the only thing. That's the only negative about the Star Wars podcasts that I follow. And we're not a Star Wars podcast. We're just nerd shit.
Yeah.
So, we're anyone else agree with Raylo? There's only one person here.
Okay. Now, before I get into my little rant here, I have to say I think the idea of Raylo
Mhm.
is stupid right now, but I also need us to understand that we have no idea where the fuck this shit's going.
It's true.
I think that's a valid point right there. Obviously, the trailer puts the whole Raylo thing. Obviously, the Force Awakens trailer had Finn being a Jedi.
True.
You know,
Hey, my boy Finn is still Force sensitive, and there's nothing that's gonna change that.
if I'm correct, he's a traitor with a baton now.
No. The reason behind that is he's going undercover. The entire thing is him.
But you don't
Isn't
know
it-
that.
No. It was.
I mean-
Why else would he be fighting Phasma? Why would he go full traitor? No, it makes sense because he knows the ins and outs of Starkiller Base, and he knows all the ins and not Starkiller Base, but the Super Star Destroyer. Whatever.
Phasma
the
knows
name
what
of the
he
super-
looks like.
Exactly.
How is he going undercover without a mask?
He's going so he's going undercover as an Imperial officer because they probably need some shit
So
because like
yeah.
the
Another
reason
thing-
he's fighting Phasma is because Phasma finally decided or finally recognized him, and like that's a final showdown that they have to have.
I think it's a little bit of reach, but the biggest evidence
A little
the biggest evidence of that in the trailer is that he's wearing their uniform, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the only
so
evidence. That's
then
the
I would
only
say,
evidence.
yeah,
Why
this-
would he be a traitor?
Yeah, he's probably undercover.
He literally just broke out of that fucking programming and then went straight into a coma. Sleepy boy Finn.
Yes, continue. Before you were saying.
Honestly, I have no idea if I got here from like Raylo, but okay, yeah, I'll believe that. I assume he is going
Because-
undercover again.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's his.
Well,
that's
no,
his, like,
not well, I guess no, not again. He didn't really go undercover the first time. He just kind of infiltrated the base.
Yeah. I
When
think
did he
it'll
go
be
undercover
same.
the first time?
He
He
didn't.
didn't.
He wasn't
Okay, yeah,
undercover.
yeah.
He
was just-
didn't.
It was like infiltration, but I think it's a similar thing. I think it was one of those things where I guess I'm mixing up Rogue One stuff too, because we already saw infiltration.
yeah. But I don't think it's gonna be like a full on. It's gonna be just probably like some sort of secret mission where they need certain plans to a certain death. No, I'm joking, but
Please no.
it's gonna be a rehash of Empire again. No, I feel I have more confidence in Ryan Johnson than that. Although, movie 9 is directed by JJ.
JJ.
I feel like they're taking it off in a new direction now, but also like, but yeah, do you want to do this frame by frame analysis here? Because that's
Go for it.
one of the only
I
reasons.
totally don't remember
All right.
in the trailer, actually.
So it starts out they're on it's Kylo looking depressed as fuck on the fucking Super Star Destroyer, right?
Yeah.
There's-
So it's
He just killed his dad, man. Of course he's sad.
So it starts with a monologue by who we believe to be Snoke.
it's
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 Snoke.
it's
It's Andy Serkis's
We
voice.
see Snoke.
it's
Well,
Snoke
It's
talking
Snoke,
to
you just
Rey.
don't know who he's talking to. You
To
can't
Rey.
say it specifically.
I think
Rey.
I also think it's to Rey.
Obviously, the idea is it's to Rey. It's probably in that scene where he's like doing whatever Force shit to her.
Mhm.
But you know,
Where she's like having
can't
a seizure.
confirm.
No, you can't confirm for sure, but like, you, I think that's the only reason. The only reason they would have it begin with Snoke and end with Snoke is to finish off that. Is to make you think that that's what's happening. He's trying to convince her to go dark side, and she doesn't. So he's like, "Fuck you."
Time out. First
Exorcist
of all, she does. That's my theory. She is
That
going
is
to go
also
dark
my
side.
theory.
She's
Yeah.
going dark side, and Kylo, as long as Kylo, Ben Solo, does not kill his mom, I think he can go light side. I don't think he kills his mom. I think that's also a misdirection. It's way too obvious.
Yeah, true. I feel like that would be Snoke or like just.
I feel like the death of Leia would make him go light side.
I don't know. I also think.
I mean, well, it didn't establish really.
I mean,
that,
they're
like-
probably gonna kill her
Yeah.
off. It only makes sense, you know, since
Yeah.
rest
Yeah.
in peace, Carrie Fisher, you know.
Yeah,
she-
true.
like,
they
they can't go too
really
much
do.
further with that.
Yeah.
I just,
all right.
I just like.
Oh, she'll just get a lame off-screen death, though.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna blow her up in some way.
That scene is her blowing up still. It's just not.
I just don't think it's gonna be Kylo. I think
Yeah.
it's like maybe he went on a mission and she ends up dying. And he's like, oh fuck. But then
Yeah.
again, we don't. This movie is gonna be filled with flashbacks. We assume, right?
Yeah.
So the idea is we might see his relationship with Leia, which might be completely different than Han Solo, because apparently he hates Han Solo, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean he hates his mom. So you know.
True.
See where that goes.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Mhm.
All right. So moving on. Oh, from the Superstar Destroyer. It's a good thing I'm not recording this screen as we're watching it. We get another.
Gorilla at.
Yeah, we get our third shot of Crate.
Yeah.
Officially, yeah. And then the parallel to Anakin walking in
With
to the Jedi
Stormtrooper.
temple with stormtroopers with
Stormtrooper
Kylo.
there.
It's definitely on purpose.
Yeah, for sure, purposeful. And then the red background as Kylo picks up the lightsaber. That's, I mean, there's nothing much there.
I think what's
It could be, the significance of it could be the fact that
He just
kinda-
killed his dad with it.
Yeah, well, not just that, but it's like he kind of puts it down for a while, and then Snoke might have to like be like, "Yo, stop that shit, cut that shit."
I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
it's just like some symbolism there, but.
And then we
Back
get,
in action.
yeah, maybe, yeah,
I, no,
or
I think-
maybe it's after he recovers after the.
No, I think the symbolism there is just in the audio, right?
Mhm.
Of what Snoke is saying. So
Mhm.
not so much as because like that stuff's obvious that it's red and you just picked it up. But
Yeah.
What he's saying is.
Yeah, I gotcha. And then we get the Rey training montage, but this time it's actually basically the scene where Luke realizes, oh fuck, I may be out of my depth here again, because she's too powerful with the Force. So the way
So he makes his same mistake again
So-
by not training.
by not. So he's probably gonna be like, okay, so no, you're too dangerous. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna go through
Because if we're
this
going
again.
based off the assumptions, the idea is she was incredibly powerful when she was young.
Yeah.
And he had to abandon her because Snoke probably wanted her.
Mm-hmm.
At which point she's back again. And if he goes to the abandoned route again, I feel like that's a bit
It's gonna turn
dumb.
her dark side.
I think what the trailer wants us to believe is that it was Ben Solo that caused all that when he was young.
He
Right?
did.
He's talking about the power that was strong before was Ben Solo, not young Rey.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually young
we
Rey.
can discuss the theories because like
We can
my
discuss the
theory.
theory.
my
This is
theory-
what we're here for.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Snoke got into Ben's head
Yeah.
so he can get to Rey.
Oh,
Because
no, I don't.
Rey's like a 5-year-old girl. I don't know how like the Force works with little kids and shit.
Mm.
And I don't know if Snoke could be like, Rey, the candy's over here. And then I assume he got.
Here's your boat, right?
Because if you also go back to the flashback scene, right, in The Force Awakens, where when she touches Anakin's lightsaber, and
Yeah.
then she sees all that shit, and there's that part where you see Kylo stab a dude in the back, and
Yeah.
then he turns and reaches out towards Rey. So my thing is that I assume that Snoke got to Ben, at which point he destroyed all that shit to get Rey, and that might have forced Luke to send her away because Snoke's after her now.
I don't interpret it as that. I interpret it as Snoke is fucking with Kylo the entire time, trying to get him to turn, and then Kylo does when he finally turns, he murders all of them, and then that's how. I think it's Kylo murdering the younglings
I think the thing is,
because they're technically speaking younglings. It's the exact same. It's because it's called back to
I
Anakin.
don't think Kylo's murdering younglings because obviously, like, we don't know what happened. If anything,
Yeah.
Rey could have gone OP and fucking blitzed the whole
Yeah.
place. Like, we just don't know. Like, what I'm saying is that scene that we did see, because obviously it shows Luke putting his hand on R2, and it shows, because if in that little clip or whatever, there's a guy about to hit what looks like it might be Rey over the head, at which point Kylo stabs him in the back, and then reaches out.
I think those are two completely different scenes because that's the Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
That's the whole Knights of Ren shit.
But what I'm saying is, well, why did he reach out? What was he reaching out for? Maybe they don't address it, but
so
that's what I'm going off of.
actually there are several like long-standing theories with that, and that's I mean I watched through it with you, but the novelization also goes into what you're supposed to because I read the Force Awakens novelization. So the vision is I think it's supposed to be something where both Rey and Kylo are having that vision, the Force vision at the same time, because they're kind of aware of each other.
Isn't this the theory that puts Rey as Obi-Wan's granddaughter?
Yes. Well, no, but it's also like it's been confirmed by JJ, I think, that those visions are happening in tandem.
Okay.
It's in the novelization. It's in JJ's commentary, I believe.
So that's why.
So they're happening. So it might be because the long-standing theory why Kylo's experiencing it is because Rey takes Anakin's lightsaber, which is the kin to obviously he's kin to like Kylo, and then Kylo takes Obi-Wan's old lightsaber, and because you kind of see a shot where he's holding something long and metallic in
In The Force Awakens?
in the Force Awakens in the
Knights of Ren scene.
in the Knights of Ren scene, that very scene. It kind of looks like it could be a lightsaber, and it possibly could be Obi-Wan's, but I'm
Wait,
also...
so you're saying in the Knights of Ren scene where he stabs the guy in the back and reaches out,
Mhm.
he has Obi-Wan's lightsaber?
It's not confirmed
He's
either
saying-
way,
so the
but
theory-
like...
I think that's
That's the
a
working
push.
theory.
It is a push, but the theory
Yeah.
was saying that the reason why they were slaughtering all those people in Knights of Ren was to get Obi-Wan's lightsaber, who he
Because-
thought was Anakin's lightsaber.
Yeah, because if you remember... I don't know if you guys read the Aftermath books at all. Am I the only one that's read the Aftermath books?
I haven't read any of the
The
books.
Knights of Ren, before the Knights of Ren became the Knights of Ren, I think they were acolytes or some shit, and what they did was collect either old Sith artifacts or old like Jedi artifacts. So like just Force-sensitive objects. And so they would go around from place to place basically collecting all of these things in order to, like, I don't know if to use them or to worship them or whatever the fuck they were doing. So I feel like that's also like confirmed in why they're looking for Obi-Wan's lightsaber or like lightsabers in general. And so that might be true because it's a lightsaber like object.
I find that like just a
That's-
bit much to explain to a movie audience.
Yeah,
which is why
yeah.
I don't know if they'll actually.
They might not explain it. They might go into detail with it in the novelizations because that's what they
'cause-
tend to do.
The thing is, as like a movie goer, right? Just
Mhm.
watching a movie or watching Star Wars and not just being like obviously I'm a huge fan, but I'm a huge fan of the movies, not so much as the
Yeah.
novels and stuff. But the thing is, like, if Force Awakens was around Anakin's lightsaber, and then we go into The Last Jedi and it's around Obi-Wan's lightsaber, that might be a little dumb.
No, I don't think it's gonna be centered around Obi-Wan's
Well,
lightsaber. I think it's just the event of Kylo.
But then you can't
Because
just.
there has to be an event that somehow makes Kylo have the same vision that Rey is
Yeah.
having.
Okay, so if
That's the thing that we're
But
trying
what
to
I'm
make.
saying is, if they're having the same vision, why didn't they just establish that in the first movie?
True.
No, the way you see other people in all the visions, because like the Knights of Ren are kind of like looking around, looking confused as
Are they? I thought they're just standing.
they're
Pretty
just
cool.
they're
Yeah.
standing,
They're
but
like,
Kylo. No, but like around, like the surroundings are kind of like muddled, and the only people that are reacting in the entire vision are the only action that happens is between Rey and Kylo. So that's what you're supposed to.
But
get
what I'm
from it.
saying is,
And then one of the deleted scenes is that hallway that she initially sees as she touches the lightsaber. Supposedly,
with Vader or whatever.
there was the figure was supposed to be a little boy, and then Snoke was also supposed to be in that scene, and so it's just like, it's, I don't know, the way they even JJ was like, yeah, so this is how it happened, I think, or something. I have to watch the commentary again, but yeah, I believe they're happening in tandem.
If they are happening in tandem, the fact that they don't include it might just show the fact that they scrapped it.
Well,
Because
they
look,
might have
if it-
scrapped it for
if
the
it's-
mainstream.
If it's happening in tandem,
Mhm.
obviously for the mainstream you're saying, right? But the movies are like the main point. So if in the movies they never established that, obviously it could be like in the extended blah blah blah. But the fact is that it might not actually affect the story at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of like the Avengers
yeah, yeah.
movies and like the Netflix series.
But we also haven't seen much of, the Kylo backstory either. It's just we've kind of been. Aaron's been really quiet this entire time.
Do you have any input?
None whatsoever.
I'm sorry. I went.
Man, he's.
I went full Star Wars nerd on this.
No, it's fine. Not everyone is into the whole lore. He
What the fuck?
sent me a message of help over here. It said,
Okay, so you remember? Okay.
you want to read your message out loud?
Read the message out loud.
There's a volume on this. Oh, I turned it off. Just press the
Speak.
Dude, make it speak.
IDK, what the fuck anyone is talking about? Night of Ren?
Okay, so you remember when Rey touches the lightsaber in Force Awakens, right?
Yes.
Those 7 guys, or those 6 guys around Kylo,
Okay.
they're all the Knights of Ren, including Kylo. Kylo's
Okay.
like, and I think they've also scrapped that idea entirely.
I think they have to. Yes. So at this point, we're just going to extended shit. That probably means shit.
But
yeah.
but
back to
it's
the trailer.
fun to analyze it. Yeah, back to the actual trailer. So this training montage. So this training montage. I don't think it signifies anything much other than he sees that she's too powerful and he's like, I want to abandon you, but like abandon the training for you because like I don't want you to go down the same way that Kylo did because you are obviously way too powerful right now.
Novel and trailer, yeah. I thought it was interesting that it switched up from Rey being like this pure just ray of sunshine to something that might actually be dangerous, and we like see her, represent the potential to become dangerous,
Mhm, yeah.
I think that just reflects Luke's point of view, perspective change after what happened to Kylo, right?
Do you think she'll become evil?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
she will.
don't think
That'd
so.
be pretty cool.
I think.
She's gonna dabble with it. She's gonna flirt
No,
with
look.
line
Here's
a
the
little
thing. Ready? Because the books that Luke has, right? Aren't they like based off like the gray Jedi stuff
Yeah,
where it's
the
like
gray
balance and
order,
shit?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure if Luke's gonna show her some stuff and then abandon her, she's gonna dabble with the other side,
Yeah.
right?
The
Because
problem-
she's trying to
okay,
figure out
yeah,
where
I got you.
she fits in this whole thing, and obviously Snoke's gonna give her something because she's in a scene with Snoke, and Snoke's doing force shit on her, right?
Yeah.
She has to get to Snoke somehow. It's not like Snoke takes like a ship and just visits.
I'm
her
gonna
on
I'm gonna
island.
do a breakdown of like how I think the movie is gonna be set up and how it's gonna go a bit later in the podcast. And I feel like we can all put our input
Our theories.
into that.
Yeah.
But and what was I saying? Holy shit! I had a thought and I had lost it. Fuck. Basically, Jesus Christ. No, I think so. I think Rey. This entire thing has been about the Jedi is kind of like outdated, like Jedi and the Sith, because they don't. Kylo and Snoke don't refer to themselves as Sith, so they're using the dark side, but they're not focusing on their dark side. They're focusing on that balance as well. So it's all about two villains that have balance, and then one hero that wants to focus on balance, and the other is just kind of lost. I think is the way it's gonna break down. So it's just two opposing, like forces right there.
Mhm.
So, but like, so there's more. It's more. They're all kind of going towards that gray middle ground, kind of.
I think they're being forced in that direction. I don't think they all want that. Do you think, with that being said, do you think that Ben's going to turn good? Because I've seen a lot of theories where Rey gets tempted into the dark side and
Mhm.
Ben gets pulled back to the light because of something.
Okay.
Because the last scene is him reaching out. I doubt he's going to ask Rey again if she wants to join the dark side.
Yeah.
Right? So I assume the reach out might be for Luke or something.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be for Rey. Obviously, the Rey one was a misdirection.
Luke's old now, though.
Yeah,
But
but I mean,
He's still
like,
Luke.
Yeah.
He's Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still his uncle.
True. Yeah. I don't know. It could be. Well, I thought it might have been more like him reaching out to maybe Leia or something. Before he zing. No, I don't know.
Okay, continue playing the trailer.
All right. So then it's just Luke freaking the fuck out. Hold on. This is where he goes.
What is that exactly?
That's him remembering Kylo burning down all the younglings.
The thing is, look, I don't think.
It was Kylo.
No, I think it was probably Kylo because of Snoke tempting him. I just think that. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like another. He killed the younglings. Oh shit! Right?
You think it's an accident?
But I mean, like, I thought it was already like confirmed. That's what kind of
That's
what drove.
everyone is led to believe.
Yeah.
happened.
Because I
True.
feel like this school isn't just little kids. I assume they're people like older or whatever. in this
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, no, it's
So
not just
all-
little kids. But it was the same with Anakin raiding the Jedi Temple. There
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
just.
But I'm
kids
saying
there, yeah.
I doubt they're gonna focus on the kids. Does that make sense? It's not like they're gonna show kids on fire.
No, I don't think they are either. But
It's the
like,
Disney film.
all right.
So Rey is kind of dejected after being rejected.
Basically, yeah. So I think okay. Well, actually, no. I'll go.
I want to say something. Ready?
Yeah.
Because in this scene, if you would just hit play real quick, so we
Mhm.
can just get that real quick. Boom! Right there. He breaks his helmet. What do you think? How do you feel about him getting rid of that mask?
Mm.
Did he break it or is he just?
He
like,
just
he,
smashed it
he
in the
just
trailer.
smashed
He
it.
smashed
The idea
And in
is
the
he's
trailer,
tired of it.
the first teaser trailer showed his broken mask on the ground.
Yeah.
So
So like the reason for him having that mask, I think they said it somewhere before, was that he didn't want to be judged by his identity. Was that it?
or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So because it changes his voice, you don't know who it is.
Look, here's the thing. My thing is, I thought it was cool as shit. I thought the voice was cool as shit.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really odd. Ben Solo is not like the scariest looking guy.
No, he's not.
no.
Right.
Adam Driver.
That scar, knowing that he got it from a girl that just started using lightsaber like 30 seconds ago.
Mhm.
It's just kind of like,
Kind of like a chosen one
Man.
thing going on there.
come on, dude. I'd rather him just keep the mask.
Man, if you can't beat him, join him though.
True.
Light side.
All right, and then we have this. So you want to move on from that, or
Yeah, we can
okay.
move on. Do Dude, I just really like that
Okay.
mask.
You
I
want-
thought
oh.
in the first movie when they first showed like the teasers for it in The Force
Mhm.
Awakens, dude, that mask was cool. The voice was cool. The mystery behind it.
I got you.
And they got rid of it, and all you see is Ben Solo. You see Adam Driver,
Yeah.
where he's like messing with the mind. I'll figure it out. It's like I see it, I feel it too.
The technician
It's
Kyle. Kyle
yeah.
the technician.
It's like, come on. God damn it! The mask, dude. I
Yeah.
thought the mask was like the cool part. Kind of like the whole Darth Vader thing, was like
Well,
the mask is like.
I think the cool part is just him being extremely OP. Like
He's not OP.
No,
Dude,
are
he
you
stopped
kidding
the
me? He
laser.
stopped the laser.
And he lost to Rey after she literally.
He
That's
was
because Rey is
he was
more
wounded.
Yeah.
He was wounded once.
She's like the
He was
chosen one,
wounded
I
by
told you.
Chewbacca,
Look, ready?
and then Finn grazed him.
Look, ready?
Force sensitive Finn grazed him.
Look. What is it? There are like how many Force sensitive people officially confirmed? Like 4 or 5 in this universe.
In this universe right now?
Yeah.
What-
Oh
there-
well, I
what-
mean, there's
what-
definitely more, but
Well,
right
well,
now
I'm
it's
saying like the films. There's Luke. There's Snoke. There's Ben.
Leia.
There's Leia, and then
Maz
there's
Kanata.
Rey.
Maz Kanata,
Maz.
6.
and we're supposed to believe that Finn.
No.
Okay, look,
No.
I'm gonna say, if it was Finn, he would have done some shit. Remember, he was like, "We're gonna use the Force," and it's like, that's not how it works. He's not designed as a character
But
to be
no.
Force sensitive.
So Rey is
Let-
the
okay, we're,
OPS.
no, we're not talking.
Don't
I'm
start on
saying
this one.
if there are 6 people, right, and out of all of them, one of them, as in Rey, has like next to no training whatsoever, and the other one has a shit ton of training where he burns out a Jedi temple school and everything,
Mhm.
and then she just closes her eyes and believes, and she whoops his ass.
You can also be led to believe that that's her grandfather interfering, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, we know it's not. She literally just he's like, I can teach you the ways of the Force, right? And then she's just like, oh shit, the Force, and then she closes her eyes, right? And the weirdest part is that scene's not even in slow mo. He's literally just like waiting. He's just waiting, and she's closing her eyes. If I was him, I'd be like, oh shit, I think she's gonna use the Force. And then cut her down. He's dumb as fuck. I need Kylo back. I need the mask.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Ben is, that scar is like
A reminder.
a
of your
reminder
failures.
of like how much of a like dumbass he was.
like Zuko.
Yeah.
Zuko.
No, not
The
even-
Zuko.
Okay,
Don't
we
Zuko
can
it.
get into Zuko later. But like, Kylo's dumb. He's just come on, Ben, come on, Ben. All that training, you killed your own dad. You got a scar from a girl that you don't even know yet or like don't remember.
Mm. I also don't know. I'm not. I don't want. I want a Kylo redemption arc because that's all Star Wars is about, but I also don't really want it to be like I don't think Rey would forgive him, because he literally killed his own father, her father figure, right down in front of her. So like I don't think any redemption is gonna come from him meeting like or asking Rey for forgiveness or anything like that.
I don't
I
think
think
that's
he
what's
will.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
Rey's gonna like my theory is that Rey's gonna go to the dark side, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna ask for any redemption from her because she's already gonna shift to the dark side. I think if
Mhm.
anything, he's gonna ask Luke for
Yeah,
forgiveness or
exactly.
something.
Okay.
'Cause I assume they're gonna have some interaction, but you can't just not
Hopefully,
have
yeah.
them meet.
Yeah, I
Because
gotcha.
that'd be just fucking weird.
All right, so we're gonna move on from there. Oh, goddamn, every single time.
And if
And it's
no,
just-
for all the people listening and just hear Roman keep going, goddamn, every time he hits space, it scrolls down. That's literally it.
Okay, so this space battle unfolds, and Kylo's piloting the ship. You see a super Star Destroyer in the background. 5, 4.
You don't have to count.
There goes that Star Destroyer. I don't know if there's a confirmed name for it, but like all of them for sure. Oh no! There was one Super Star Destroyer at the end of Aftermath. I think that got saved. That went into the deep edges of hyperspace. So it's probably that one, and that's the one that
I'm
That's-
just on that one.
yeah. I think that's the one that Kylo is on when Starkiller Base goes.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Sad.
but that doesn't matter. Yeah,
That's too in depth.
yeah. That's just me being me, and then we get
Okay,
this,
and there's this whole thing where he looks super sad and he's gonna shoot something, right?
and
My
you're
whole
supposed
theory
to-
is he's not gonna kill Leia.
Also, what the fuck is that stupid fucking tape shit?
I like
It's
it.
not tape. It's like robotics or something. Because like
I think it's to cover up like the scar.
I don't think it's to cover it up. I think it accents the shit out of it.
Yeah, I
I
thought
think-
it was to heal it.
Yeah, I think it's to
like-
heal it, but like
I think it's because the idea is like the Empire or the First Order or whatever is very like tech or like robotic and cold. So the idea is he's replacing part of himself or something. With
looks like a
something.
very shitty Band-Aid.
But the thing is, if we already skipped the
It's
end,
different, I like
if we already skipped the end of the trailer, he doesn't have it at the end of the movie.
True.
I assume.
True.
It
Yeah.
comes off at some point, so it might just be for healing.
Band-Aid.
Because
it's a
also
very
you have to
shitty
understand
video.
that unlike other Star Wars movies, this literally starts right where we last ended. So if anything, it's
Yeah.
probably still bleeding or not
Yeah.
bleeding so much as like singed.
Which I hate that there are no time skips. I need myself a solid like 2 years
Dude,
so that
I'm,
they
getting
can
I'm fine. I have too many questions for a time
They
skip
can-
right now.
they can add 2 years worth of comics into
Shut the fuck up.
it. All right, so you're supposed to believe that he fires at.
I
Leia.
don't think. I think
No.
that's something.
That's what you're led
Yeah.
to believe, though, for
You
sure.
can't. That's not something you spoil in a fucking trailer. Right before it says this Christmas, Leia dies. This Christmas. It's just like, come on. I know
true.
it's. I'm pretty positive it's not. And if it is, I'll be really mad in the movie theater.
hmm And then we get some more crate.
Oh, what do you
And-
think of?
I hated it.
You hate the porg?
Hey,
hated Chewbacca, yeah.
Oh, you hate Chewbacca?
Chewbacca
No,
CGI.
That CGI. I don't
Oh,
know what
CGI
the hell
on
that was.
Chewbacca.
What do you think of CGI zoom in on Chewbacca?
It was unnecessary if they're gonna make him that ugly.
It wasn't. I don't
Wait,
think it
No, no,
was.
they didn't. So they didn't CGI like
CGI?
everything. So look,
Yeah.
right there, there's CGI on Chewbacca to give him like that reaction. But if you hit
Yeah.
play, right, hit play again.
Yeah.
Like right there, CGI's gone.
Yeah, you
So
can
it's
tell.
like it's like a
You
quick
could-
thing.
It was just like a.
It's just
thing to,
it's like almost like they animated him for more of a
Yeah.
reaction.
Dude,
I
I
think it was
like
alright.
the old Chewbacca was better than that. Right there.
I assume
Yeah,
for the
but
most part the movie is
It's
the
gonna
same
be
Chewbacca.
it's just gonna be
Yeah.
like.
I just assume some reaction.
I think they
was like-
inserted the CGI so that it doesn't throw you off when they toss in the porg.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
I think it's because the camera shifts and then once it stops focusing on Chewbacca, the shift goes to the porg screaming
Like the thing is, like,
the adorable little fuck it is.
I think the porg looks fine.
Yeah. It's
No,
I
it
have no
looks
problem
fine.
with
Because
porg.
the-
No, I fucking love the porg. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Best meme.
Porg is good. Let's continue. I just think like Chewbacca's like I think it's like if they just do like little tiny spurts here and there. Like as long as we have Chewbacca, not like every scene is like his face CGI. That'd be weird as shit.
Yeah, true.
But like for the most part, if he's Chewbacca, I'm fine with it.
Also, the very next scene, I heard 2 different variations, and it's Oscar Isaac saying the spark. I swear to God, he either says the porg or the spork. The 2 things that I hear every single time that he says it, the spork. I'm like, God damn.
This man
why?
is just in love with porgs.
And so
Yeah.
there we get him in like.
Pause it right there then. Let's talk about. Do you think Oscar Isaac's gonna get a shit ton more screen time or like about
No.
the same? I don't think he's gonna get a lot. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think
He's
gonna.
not going anywhere. Like, what is this?
I think
you know?
I think like the thing is.
I think he's gonna get more screen time in this movie.
I think they will, but I think they introduced Poe Dameron, especially for
Mhm.
like the Force Awakens, as like someone who's supposed to be almost like the new Han Solo.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not even close.
He was supposed to be one of the big 3. He's advertised
Yeah,
as one of the big 3.
but it's like
He's-
I'm not feeling it. I'm
the
not
only
feeling it.
the only thing that I really get is that broship between him and Finn. That's the only
The relationship between him and Finn is also like
very.
it's
Yeah,
just like
I'm wearing
when
the
2
jacket.
cool guys meet each other, like, oh yeah, what's up, dude? Oh, what's up, man? That's cool. Oh yeah, awesome, dude. Yeah, see you later, dude. That's basically what their whole thing is.
Is
It's
that
not
how
like
cool guys mean?
it's not like it's not like
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
dude?
dude.
What's
What's
up?
up?
It's like there's nothing there. It's just them be like, yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like gumball and hot dog guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's like, hey, yeah.
Is that really a reference that we're throwing out there right
Might as
now?
well.
Yeah, he doesn't really have much of an arc.
They're not.
It's just-
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't,
But he's
go
like
anywhere.
he's like BB-8's buddy though,
yeah,
right?
It's like,
So
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, they see each other every once in a while. It's
his
like,
decisions don't decide the fate of the universe.
yeah, so like you're on college campus,
Well,
you met someone in class.
To be
you talked
fair,
over
he's the
times,
one that
you
got
meet
the
him
map. He's the one that got the map.
He's not the one
he's
that
an
opened
important,
it.
he's an important player, but he's not the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
Finn is the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Finn's the guy, but then it's like, I don't. I just think Poe's there for like the X-wing scenes.
Yeah.
You know, you get some like
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah,
inside,
so
someone you
some
care
space-
about who might
space
get hurt.
battles, yeah.
I don't. I want Poe to get like the justice, the screen time. You know,
Yeah.
the quality. But at the same time, it's like,
I
what's
really,
he gonna add?
Yeah.
I really doubt they're gonna focus on him, but we are gonna get a lot of scenes with him, because I like Oscar Isaac.
I mean, I like Oscar Isaac. He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
But I just think Poe Dameron, other than like his quips and stuff, which was really refreshing in
Yeah,
The Force
yeah.
Awakens, it's kind of like,
Yeah,
He's
that's
just
all
fine.
he really brings to it.
like there's.
But then
nothing
again, they're
about,
all really quippy. That's all it is. Because Finn is also like Finn has his moments too.
Yeah, but it's like I
He's
haven't
supposed
seen.
to be the cool guy with the cool lines.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen Force Awakens in a while, but like, the thought that BB-8 was his,
Yeah.
and they're like really good friends, but then now BB-8's Finn's because it's kind of like BB-8 was like a puppy who wanted to go with Finn or some shit. I don't remember,
Mhm.
right? It's just kind of like,
No, he kind of just.
and then he
had
gave him
to
his
because-
jacket, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, cool jacket," and he's like, "Yeah," or something like that.
You just
You
look
know.
at him.
Oh my god.
It's just very like, "Yeah, hey, you're here." Hot dog. That's just how I see it. I'm not probably like completely wrong with
The shippers are gonna be mad at you.
Feel free to disagree. Just leave a comment in the review.
Yeah, rage at him in the reviews.
That's fine. Okay, continue.
iTunes reviews, please. And then we get this fucking badass showdown on the Super Star Destroyer, because this is the roof of the Star Destroyer. And then between Finn and Phasma.
That just leads into the question: will Phasma get justice too?
I hope she does.
Phasma was the stupidest
She
part.
needs
She
more.
was.
Of course, obviously they say that she has like a bigger part of this, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that cool spear. It's just in Force Awakens. She was stupid as fuck.
I thought they wanted her to be like the new Boba Fett, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely did.
So that's
yeah.
And then they
Who doesn't
did
get
the
any,
exact-
like,
they gave
new
him the
screen
exact
time,
amount of
you know?
screen time.
Exactly.
She didn't even do anything cool. Like they
Exactly.
like grab her and they're like, now you're gonna do everything we say. And she's like, okay. It's just like this isn't this. No, it's just so
Half the
weak.
appeal was that it was just like the big Game of Thrones lady. We were supposed
Yeah.
to fall in love with that, but it just did not work.
It didn't hit it.
I hope she's a badass. I
I,
think she
I
has
want to
potential.
see I want to see Brienne like I want to see Phasma with the mask off. You know,
Do you do?
I don't.
kind
don't
of.
think
I think
she'll
she
do it.
just needs to keep it on.
I think
Keep it on, Jesus Christ.
No, no.
That sounds harsh.
Nope, none of that, none of that. I just think her character, just like, when did Boba Fett take his mask off?
Several times.
He did?
Well, he was I'm
He does
Jango.
not-
Jango Fett.
Django,
Jango-
yeah,
yes.
what?
The only time you see Boba is when he's like a little kid, and that's just
Yeah.
cringy.
True.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Is your dad here? Yep.
his character is the mask, the same way her character is a mask.
Appa.
But what I'm saying is, I think Aaron's right where it's like,
Yeah, true.
I don't think you need so many like mask removals. Like
Yeah.
God, I get it in Star Wars, everyone takes off. It's like, look at me, this is what I look like. It's like no, it's like
Yeah.
Boba Fett, leave it on, mystery. I just hope that she does something. Cool.
Take it off. Take it off. Oh no, leave it on. Leave it on.
See, that's
That would be okay. That would be a good scene. I'd appreciate that scene.
Finn being like, oh fuck no, put that back on.
See, I'm not on that shit, Rogue.
Yeah,
I'm just fucking talking shit.
I think it's whatever.
All right, so we obviously get
BB-8.
big ass. space
Oh wait, no.
Ice
Go back,
Wolf.
go back.
Yep.
Ice Wolf?
No. Obviously, Arctic Wolf thing is
God
cool.
damn it, I went
You
back
went
too
really
far.
far back. Okay.
I clicked it twice because I was assuming that it was
Okay, pause.
there.
What do you think that scene is? Right now, Luke is on the ground in the rain, and he's talking about like how what you think's gonna happen isn't gonna happen, whatever.
Rey's
Because
about to go with Snoke, and he's trying to stop her.
no,
and
the thing is, yeah, I think so too. But also with this is if you hit play and keep going,
Mhm.
there's a part where Rey like
Yeah.
Comes out
dives
of-
into the
yeah,
water
comes
and
out
comes
of the
out and he's
water.
wearing the same clothing.
Yeah.
I obviously this is in play theory. It's out there.
Yeah.
I think it might be like a Force vision similar to on Dagobah or whatever when Luke
Dagobah.
went and saw Darth Vader in the swamp.
Maybe.
Might
Because
be
there are a
something
lot of
similar.
callbacks to
Like
No,
the
not
Jedi
Jedi,
training. 'Cause I
not
assume that's
Empire.
what Luke goes based
Yeah.
off of for Jedi training.
yeah, true.
So like I feel like that might be a vision, or it might be her leaving, or I don't
think,
know.
I
Yeah.
think the way it's gonna break down is he's gonna start training her, and then he's gonna start to doubt himself, and then at one point he's gonna look at it and he's gonna be like, she's gonna get something about like Kylo and Snoke doing some shit. Maybe Leia dies at that point. Maybe she dies early on. I don't think she will, probably more than likely. But if something happens where she's like, okay, we have to go face Snoke,
Do you think it'll
and
be?
Luke is like, nah, you're not ready.
Do you think it'll be like a similar thing then with like
Yoda?
Luke and Yoda, where
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
what
I'm
I'm
going to
thinking
go
too.
save my friends. He's like, you're not
I think
ready.
that's what it's gonna be a callback to,
But the thing is,
and except for she's gonna fail.
that would piss a shit ton of people off. Because obviously Force Awakens is basically a rehash of A New
Yeah.
Hope, right? If this is a rehash of Empire Strikes Back, it's kind of like, come on, come
Yeah.
on.
It wouldn't be if she goes
That's why, like-
dark and
Yeah, I'm pretty,
And
like,
Kylo's like-
I'm aware of the fact that this might be like another misdirection where you're like, oh, this is what's going to
Yeah,
happen.
it could
Very
be.
similar. But we do know from seeing that little clip or whatever, the fact is that something happens that gets him to feel almost like betrayed in the sense of like you don't know what you're doing or like
Mhm.
you're being naive to someone. It doesn't even have to be Rey. Obviously Rey does
Mhm.
like comes out of the cave, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's probably right.
because I don't know if like Rey like goes underwater or whatever, comes out, and then she's seeing something in the past. Because Luke's wearing different clothing here. He's not wearing his gray shit anymore. He's wearing like the black. It
Yeah.
might be like a flashback of Ben Solo talking to Luke, and then Ben betrays Luke there, and he's like, "You have no idea what you're doing." And she's watching it in the third person.
Maybe
Because that's
Yeah.
also possible. Because
Yeah.
we
True.
just don't know. Because of like all Force mumbo jumbo.
True.
You know, midichlorians
Yeah.
confirmed.
It could be anything. How do you feel about these glaceons? So
I think they're pretty cool. I don't think they're gonna be a huge thing.
yeah.
If they,
No, they're
Yeah.
honestly just creatures.
I think
on
they're
a-
really
on
like,
crate.
pretty looking, but I think
Yeah.
obviously if there's a lot of hype about it, I assume Disney will pump out some toys for this
Yeah.
shit. But I think at least in what cut they have, I assume this is just like a quick scene
Mhm.
where you see.
I think it's just part of
Yeah.
world
Yeah.
building.
yeah.
My problem is they named a planet Crate, but there are already creatures on Tatooine called Crate Dragons. It's spelled differently, but it's still very annoying to me.
Very selective knowledge, though.
I am a Star Wars nerd.
I don't mind at all.
I
I just
don't know.
hope
It's
I agree that I hope that the world building's really good. The Fox
Yeah.
I think is really
because
cool
I'm pretty
shit.
sure
I also think this is the
Crate
same
Dragons are
one.
mentioned.
This is the same one where
Somewhere.
like when the ships or whatever hit the dirt, whatever, the red comes up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
same planet, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
great.
I
I'm
really
fine
like
with it. It looks
yeah.
cool as shit.
Yeah. But it's also like it's part of it's kind of icy, and the other part it looks like desert.
I assume its whole thing is probably like digging underground to find like minerals or some sources or some
Probably.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, I get you. All right, so let's keep going with. And there's the diving scene.
Yeah, so she comes out of the water.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're
When
saying.
she comes out of the water,
And it changes.
yeah,
kind
she
of.
comes out, and then you pause right there, right?
And it's.
It looks
smoke.
like Luke is looking towards that direction, but it doesn't mean he's looking at her. It might be like a force vision or
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There's also like, because if I remember correctly, in Empire Strikes Back, because I haven't seen my favorite movie in a long time.
It's a really good movie.
Empire's to this day. But like I seem to remember it was misty. It was like a lot of fog
Yeah,
in the scene where he goes down to fight Darth Vader. In
but the thing
cave.
is, it's in a swampy area, so the fog kind of makes
Kind of,
sense.
it makes sense,
And
but I'm
like-
thinking once we see this, if we're over analyzing it, it's supposed to be a callback to that, not being Luke just changing and getting ready to face Snoke or some shit.
I don't know. It just looks like Luke's outfit seems completely different from what we see in the beginning
Mhm.
or whatever, or the way we found him at Force Awakens, right? Where he's
Mhm.
wearing like the gray and he looks all retired and old.
Okay.
This looks like maybe he was like in his late prime where he's probably teaching or something. Because I
Mhm.
doubt he just has like a black robe with like what looks like all this like designer shit on it, right?
Yeah.
Because he has like what is that, like a cape or some shit on?
Yeah,
So it's like I
that
doubt.
looks like a Kylo cape actually.
Yeah, so it's not like Luke. I doubt Luke just switches on and puts that on like every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, you
This
never
seems-
know.
True.
Yeah, it's just speculation for now. but-
Yeah,
I think
it's not-
I
I
think
can
it's
see either
but I
of
think it's
those
supposed to
happening.
be a Force vision. I do agree with that. All right, and then there's my boy, my sleepy boy Finn, looking pensive as he walks through.
The thing is, like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows him, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like Most
Well,
wanted
no.
list. Here
They
he is.
wouldn't. They wouldn't know his face. They would just know him by the number. The
No,
only
but
person
they know
that
they know his face because it's in the system that it's his face. They all
Ah.
have their own faces. Remember the recruited when they're like young kids or whatever?
Mhm.
So obviously they know him by his number, but there's still a face associated with that number.
Yeah.
So when you see the
But it
face,
couldn't-
like
It doesn't have to
Ah.
be. It doesn't have to be like. He's definitely like he has to be infiltrating because he's the only one that knows the inner workings of the
yeah, but the
systems.
thing is like
Yeah, but yeah.
when you think about it, even in Rogue One, right?
Yeah.
Obviously they still had to put a uniform on. They couldn't just be like, yeah, I obviously work downstairs. You've never seen me before. It's like, no, you're fucking wanted as shit. And
Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
And,
I
like,
can, yeah.
Finn literally pulls out. He's one of the few people in the universe that's ever used a lightsaber, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like they're like, oh, who the
Who's
fuck
this
is
guy?
that? Oh, I
Yeah.
heard there was a like traitor stormtrooper. Yeah, I kicked a bunch of our ass. I want to see that. I don't
Well,
fucking
because
know.
I mean, like, the one guy that recognized him was a guy from his own unit, so they would know what he looks like. But I feel like it's not widespread because like you don't exactly.
I'm saying
see,
after
yeah.
the giant planet gets blown up, I assume it should be widespread,
I
right?
feel like it's not. It's like it's probably something that people are not paying as much attention
No, but
to.
my confusion with
feel like
his
people would
infiltration is that if he were to infiltrate, why wouldn't he be wearing
yeah,
like,
why is
a,
he
a trooper uniform? Why is he wearing like a general
And the
uniform?
other
Because
thing
he
is, like,
needs access to something that a regular old
If
That's
he's-
a stretch.
stormtrooper-
Look,
I
if
think
he's
that's
if he's
correct.
infiltrating, right?
'Cause why would he
and
be
no
in
one
an
no if you're saying
Imperial
if he's
uniform?
infiltrating and no one would notice who he is,
Yeah.
why in the Force Awakens was he being sneaky? Apparently he could just walk around and be like, "Hey, I own this place," and everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, you do." Probably.
Yeah, so yeah.
Mm.
It's
I
just
think
like
he would have been wearing the helmet if he's.
I think there's a catch to why it's here. It might be an infiltration where he's like, I'm coming back to the dark side, but he's not really.
yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
understand that. I just don't think it's just that people don't recognize him.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, because we
Alright.
don't know his intentions or anything. So.
Yeah, true. And then there's the red
Also,
dust.
what I noticed, go back.
Yep.
Go back right there.
Oh,
So
Every single time I
Alright,
hit
ready
back,
and pause. Look, it's Kylo's ship.
I think it's just shuttles.
No,
I
that's
think-
Kylo's ship from.
That, that ship is gone.
That's
Oh no!
the-
You do
the
see
beginning of
him
the-
walking through into that cave, followed by his entourage of stormtroopers.
Oh, that was on this planet.
That's,
oh,
that's on
fuck.
this planet. Because you see the red particles.
I
of
just
the-
thought it was a random planet. Where
No,
we
it's
didn't
that
know
planet.
So you think this is when he comes? Because look, this.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
this
you
is-
see all the other ones, it's just
Yeah.
hovering there.
So that planet is definitely a resistance planet.
That
Yeah,
is- and
for
that
sure.
might be where Leia is.
Because we do see that scene where she's standing outside of it,
Mhm.
and the mountains are kind of still red. And
Oh,
she's
so she
gonna, like-
knows. She might know that Kylo.
She knows they're
Ben's
coming.
there, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
I
all
hope
right.
like when he enters and he talks to her at least.
And then there goes the Snoke.
What do you think of his CGI?
Actually,
Yeah,
he.
good.
I think it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Comparing that
I-
to like It or whatever with the guy with what's it called, the leprosy, the leper guy, right?
Yeah.
This is like.
Well, that's because
better.
they have a lot more budget
I
to
know, but-
spend on Snoke.
Well, yeah.
I do worry about one thing. When he talks in the scene, his hand covers his mouth.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
the mouth. It's
His
the
mouth is covered. I don't
True.
know if that's on purpose, if something gives away with his mouth, or when he talks, it just looks weird. Because when you talk, it's different than just like an animated thing, right?
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't look shitty.
I believe in Andy Serkis though. His
Yeah.
work with
Oh,
the-
I believe his
Yeah.
his like dialogue and performance
Wait,
is
wait.
fantastic. I just
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
know
no,
if
you
someone
don't
did-
see his mouth at all, but you do see his yellow fucking cape bullshit back there.
Yeah, you think he's Darth Plagueis, the Wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually might.
I might too. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
he
tragedy,
could.
though.
Have you ever
I think
heard of the tragedy?
if it's
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
I think if it is Darth Plagueis, that is quite a way to connect the prequels to the sequels.
True.
That's like you have everything going, and then this one's kind of connected to like the original,
Mhm.
and then you just put a giant arrow to the prequels. You're like, watch this shit.
Look at it. Have you ever
That's quite the callback
Do
for a
it.
shitty series.
Do it. Watch it.
Yes.
Watch it.
Right, just hit play.
Yes.
All right. And so
Okay, and that thing. Do you
the
think
fucking exorcist scene.
he's converting her or something, or trying?
I think he's okay. So I think okay.
because obviously it looks painful. He's pulling.
So this
some
is
shit.
basically the end of the trailer. That's
yeah,
the
not
last.
basic.
Not yet.
Well, just
It's
let's
like
just
one
talk about that part
important
first.
thing.
Go back a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go
So-
back to her like screaming or whatever.
Yeah. So I think
Like
what
right
that
there.
is, I think what that is actually, so she is the only one that goes to confront him. Luke is not with them. And so she's like, I'm ready for this. Don't worry about it. I'm powerful enough. Whatever. She goes to confront him. He tries to seduce her like Palpatine did, because that's literally. I feel like it's gonna be that. Well, like, I feel like it's gonna be a callback to that scene in
Time
Jedi.
out. First of all, if it's the way Anakin becomes a Sith, I'll be
No,
so
no.
fucking pissed.
I don't think it's gonna.
Anakin became a Sith so easy, it blew my mind.
No, obviously it's not gonna
Obviously,
be that way.
no. I think I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna be like Palpatine and Anakin. I think it's gonna be literally him forcing it on her, where
So,
she has a choice. Because obviously,
I feel like at first it's gonna be him trying to sweet talk her into it, which is where the first part of the trailer comes in, where it's like
I don't
found
think.
you.
I think he's just gonna tell her this shit because he's gonna tell her shit. I still think he knows what he's gonna do to her, right?
Yeah,
And the idea is, I think that because in this thing, obviously she's in pain and being tortured. It
Yeah.
might be like he's giving her visions and making her super
Mhm.
depressed and trying to like flip her like he did with Ben,
True.
right?
yeah.
And I think he does become successful. I feel like that's where this whole thing's going.
Okay, yeah. I can see that.
I just don't want it to go. If it went
Um,
the Anakin way,
Because
I'd
I mean,
be
like,
so
also the whole that was the whole his whole key is as soon as he figured out that it was Rey,
salty.
his first thing was bring her to me.
Yeah.
So this is her being brought before him, so he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what the end game is.
Alright. Look at her clothes. Is it
It's
training?
It's the training clothes.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. Yeah. Okay.
So it's probably immediately after. She probably goes straight to.
You think Plagueis drops Ben and switches out for Rey, so then Ben becomes a
Good.
good
I
guy?
think that's one of the
I
leading.
he might
theories, yeah.
abandon. He might abandon Kylo completely. But we could get Jedi Finn.
Stop saying that.
I will never stop
You already
saying it.
see him with an electric baton. Do you think in the last movie they're just gonna turn him into a Jedi?
I think he's gonna exhibit something that's force sensitive, and then maybe Luke. Luke.
What do you have that
Because
tells you this?
No.
don't get me into it, because we will spend another
Okay.
hour talking about
Okay.
Star Wars, because Finn Awakens, and here
It's Force Awakens.
no, it's Force Awakens.
Continuing on.
No.
Continuing on.
No. We're gonna talk our way through this. I've hit him over the head with it already. Basically, the reason I believe that Finn is force sensitive
Mm-hmm.
is before Snoke says there has been an awakening, you don't see Rey exhibit any force abilities at all. In fact, she exhibits, and we confirmed this. I confirmed this with this man.
I did not agree.
Continue.
So the first time you see her touch the lightsaber, which is the first time she actually experiences like an aspect of the Force,
An aspect. She gets a cluster.
she fucking like and Obi-Wan talks to her during that too,
I know he does.
directly,
Yeah.
He's the
I
only
heard
one that
him
talks
say
to her.
Rey.
directly.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another theory. But
What's that have to do with?
no, but
Finn?
like so she doesn't exhibit any Force type abilities.
Uh-huh.
The only Force type ability that we see is Finn breaking out of the programming. Before that, so like the first 5 minutes is Finn breaking out, and then it's him all of a sudden being able to master Imperial.
Do you think that means he's force sensitive just because he was able to break out?
I think it's because that's the only way that lines up. There's got to be a purpose to the way that lines up.
I don't think there does. I think when J.J. Abrams made this movie, I don't think he went even in depth. I think when he made the movie,
But also keep in mind,
he needed
JJ is working on the last one,
Oh, I
so
know.
if he has a plan for
No,
force
I
sensitive
think
Finn,
there was already an idea and an outline. I just think that JJ was like, okay, I gotta get this guy over here. How do we do it? We get Poe, and we can do this, and we can do
Because-
this. I don't think it has anything to do with the Force at
What-
all.
but
I
would
think
it
it's just
be-
directing?
So is it just shitty editing that she doesn't exhibit any type of force abilities before he says there has been an awakening? Have you felt it?
Wait, when does he say that again? I don't remember.
He says that at the 50-minute mark.
Of the
Her
movie?
touching the lightsaber, minute and 10, I believe, something
Hour
around
and
there.
10.
Hour 10.
Hour 10
Hour
minutes.
10. Hour and 10 minutes. So 20 minutes later, she touches the lightsaber and has a force of
One
experience.
could also argue that she exhibits force sensitivity when she's piloting the Falcon.
But that could also be said for Finn shooting the goddamn.
But so if it could be either of
so
them,
that's-
then
that's what
Snoke
I'm
could
saying.
be talking about either of them.
So
it's
it
a
could be both.
possibility. It's not set in stone either way.
And it's because like why else would you tease the shit out of it in the entirety of like they
There's
wouldn't
sort of
tease.
misdirection. It's like the
I mean,
here's the thing. Ready?
yeah.
If you go from the guy saying, "Let's use the Force," and Han Solo's like, "That's not how the Force works," and then you go to like the next upcoming movies, and he goes, "I'm gonna use the Force." They're like, "You can't do." It. He goes, "Yes, I can," and it starts working.
No,
You're
I
like,
think it's
"Fuck
gonna
off."
be like I think it's gonna be like an accidental thing. If they're gonna do
And that,
it.
he got his spine cut in half, and you think he didn't get an accidental thing chance or whatever? No, he wasn't.
He
even,
got the spine cut.
yeah, I saw him
through-
pull out the zoom, get all ready, and get the shit fucked out of him.
He still got a hit on Kylo though. What do you
Kylo
think?
was shot,
What do you
and he was
think?
punching himself where he got shot.
What do you think? Like, what do you think an experienced? Like, it's the same argument with Rey. Finn whittled Kylo down.
But I think that just leads to the argument that Kylo's really Ben is shit.
Could be.
Could be. He's fucking shit. He got shot and then he wounds himself further.
No, I think it's no. See, the key aspect of the Force is, or for the dark side, is to channel your rage. So like and pain. That's why.
I know
Because
Ray's
like
in
with
pain, yeah.
Darth Vader's suit, the very first iteration of the suit kept snagging on his skin the entire time while he was wearing it, and so it literally made him pissed off to be just walking around, and that's why he was so powerful
But
with the
that's
Force.
not in the movie, so they're not
No,
gonna be
but
like,
it's
oh yeah, let's
officially
reference it.
confirmed.
But what I'm
I
saying
mean,
is,
all of this speculation. I mean, according
Look.
to the person, anything could be true. Let's just leave it at that, because I don't think we're gonna see Force-sensitive Finn very much in this movie.
we're
not
never gonna
this-
see it.
who
We
knows
won't
this
even see it
movie.
in the
Who
last.
knows?
9. Fuck
We're
you.
not
9.
even see it in
We're gonna
the
see it.
I will
9.
see you here in like
We are
3
gonna
fucking
see it
years.
in
and
9.
we will
You
not.
can pry Finn, Force-sensitive Finn, from my cold, dead motherfucking hands. I swear to God.
Dude, he's not gonna be Force sensitive.
And moving on.
All right, so let's finish this off.
So the
This-
end of the trailer is probably the most
it's
divisive part.
the Raylo fucking scene. God damn.
But we already know they're not
Yeah.
even in the same scene.
No.
We haven't
so
even
this
seen
is
them in the same scene in the movie.
this is you can see the cave in the background and there's
She's
no
asking-
smoke.
She's asking for guidance.
Yeah,
Guidance
I
from
assume
Luke.
she's talking to Luke.
Probably Luke.
Yeah, that's
Trying
what
to figure
we've
her
decided
trying
on.
to figure her shit out, yeah.
And then smoke. I think. Oh no, he
Or,
does
I
still
mean-
have the scar.
It could also have been Leia. Like, it could go back before she goes to Luke. You know,
I don't-
she'd
I
be saying,
don't-
I need guidance, she'll send her to
Here's
Luke.
the thing, ready?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go back.
The
that.
tough part about this is we know this movie has flashbacks.
Yeah.
And we also know the Force is very kind of like lenient
Meh.
about what you can do with it, right? So even in this scene, you see him reaching out. This could literally even be him flashing back to the spot where he burned shit down, and he's like, "Oh fuck, Luke," and then it shifts to another scene. Does that make
Maybe.
sense?
The only problem with that is that he has a scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
like
no,
in the
it's
future,
him.
he
It's
third
him.
person goes back in time, just like
one of those
Ray can.
Force
Do
things.
so if anything, they both can have
Man.
a similar vision, and he's like, "Oh, I fucked up," and she's like, "Oh shit, he fucked up." You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit, he fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Might be.
Yeah, because like, look, there's fire everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, the only time we've seen fire is like
Is
the,
that
the
scene.
school being burnt down, right? So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know who can. I
It's not
assume
just the school, the village.
this is true. Well,
But,
fucking
but
reference
that's not
so,
gonna
like,
that's not gonna
obscure.
be yeah.
It's like the village.
Yeah, so
yeah, you don't really-
I could have gotten the map part.
I think, you know, the whole lore background of this movie is like about the balance of the Force and everything. So I think
Yeah.
it's really important that both of them, they were on
Have-
extremes. They're going
yeah.
to be balanced in this movie, maybe, especially since it's called The Last Jedi. So right now there's no Sith and there will be no Jedi. I think that's what they're saying. After Luke, there's going to be no Jedi because they'll all be balanced, maybe. The whole movie
that's
is about
the way I interpreted the teaser
balance.
as well.
Yeah, so maybe they're going to switch sides and then eventually come to the middle. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what that
Dude,
entails,
I have
though.
no idea how that's gonna work out.
Yeah, it's a little
I
thematic
honestly-
stuff.
dude, fuck, I don't even know. Like, Ben Solo as a character, he needs more. The stuff that we've gotten of him has just been lackluster. Obviously, it's been just one movie where he's
Yeah.
been kind of awkward and he's done
Yeah,
stupid shit.
Pretty emo.
And yeah, super like, it's not even like, you know, his temper tantrums as Kylo, I thought they were fine.
Yeah.
But I think they didn't carry over to him without the mask.
Yeah.
Right? Where like
Yeah.
when she like escapes, she's like, no, he just starts like fucking just slashing shit, right? You're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this guy's like wild and
I can
hinged.
picture the ways of the Force.
Yeah, right. And then when they start fighting, he's like, hey, come here, I got you. I'll teach you. I'll be really good. I'd have been like, no, dude, you're pissed. She shot you. You just killed your dad. You should be like, if anything, he should be pumped with Sith energy at this point. He should be just fucking lightning out of his eyeballs, right? Instead, he's like, I'll teach you. I got you, girl. It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got you. Actually, we're pretty good on time.
I think.
Because keep in mind that it's been like 10 minutes since I started recording before I actually did the intro.
Yeah, why are you whispering it if you're just gonna say it?
I mean, I said it out loud. No, I'm not even whispering it. I realized that I said it out loud. and I'm
Okay,
like,
Roman, I'm just saying now.
So
What's the
any
timestamp?
final theories?
102.
Any
Oh.
final theories for the film as a whole? According to this trailer, start this way.
I believe this movie will be fucking fantastic. I have high expectations.
That's
And I
not a
know
theory.
it's gonna meet it, and I already have my tickets, and my theater's already sold out. So I'm and I got
It
great
is,
ass seats.
and we are all in that theater too.
really,
I mean,
no,
that's
you're thinking
Thor.
about Thor.
that's
man.
Thor.
Thor,
Yeah,
man,
fuck
that's
it.
we're not
Thor.
in this theater.
Dude, literally, it was the craziest shit because honestly, when you were texting about the trailer coming out, I was like, oh, I gotta look at tickets. I wanted Fandango, and then Fandango kept saying, oh, we don't have tickets. Oh, we don't have tickets. I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense, right? Then
The trailer.
I know I hit refresh. This is like 30 minutes before the trailer even came out, and then it was like, oh, the line started. We're queuing you, and you're in like a digital line where it's gonna put you up to do it. And I was like, holy fuck, right? At which point I went on Reddit /r/Star Wars, and then they had like this whole thread about like when tickets are coming out, and I just was refreshing every once in a while. I was still in the queue, and I was like, nah, you've been moving. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then literally the top comment was just, I just got my tickets, they're selling out fast. I was like, what? And I just looked, and I did an incognito tab to open up Fandango again to see if I could click on it and not be in a queue or whatever. And I was still in a queue, and I was like, man, fuck this shit. Then I started Googling Regal movies, and then I went to the Crossroads, so obviously Regal's official thing for Crossroads instead of Fandango. Half the tickets already gone. And I was like, Fandango, what the fuck? And so then I got like the best seats, in my opinion, because it was like
Yeah.
a
The
little
ones in the
off
middle.
center from the right, but it was
Yeah.
like right in the middle rows or whatever. And then after I got them, I was like, cool, got them. And
Yeah.
then like a few minutes later, after like I messaged you and stuff, I went back. They were
It
all
was
gone.
all gone.
I
yeah.
was like, and
You
I
sent
was,
me the
and the
picture.
weirdest thing was, it was all gone, and I was still fucking queued in Fandango, and I was like,
Wow.
and
You
the
would've
weirdest
never
part is,
gotten it.
the queue actually was moving forward because like the queue had like a loading thing of a lightsaber, and when the lightsaber got full, it's like now we're taking you to the page to get the tickets. And I was like, well, I already got them, whatever. But dude,
Damn.
I think the hype is real, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone's ready for this shit.
Yeah, true.
Like Crossroads, I even checked other movie times, even like the 3D one. Okay, the 3D one was the only one not sold out an
That's
hour
because it's
later.
3D.
Yeah, it was like half full or whatever.
I feel like we're just gonna hit up Mission Valley. We're not gonna.
Are you gonna be
I
here
want
December
an
14th?
IMAX.
Isn't that
No,
like
it's
during fall winter
IMAX.
break?
That's right before winter break starts.
Really?
Or like that's during the last day of the exams is I think 14th. 14th or the 13th? 13th.
13th.
Yeah. So we're gonna be right there.
Dude, I'm IMAX, no 3D.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I kind of want to see it in IMAX. I kind of don't want to. I want to see it as soon as possible though.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see it regular, and
Are
then
you
I'm
know?
gonna see it.
Is
in
Mission?
IMAX.
I assume Mission Valley's gonna have a giant ass line because it's the last day of exams and it's Star Wars. So are you gonna
I'm
go
gonna-
like? I'm just saying, are you gonna go like an hour or two ahead or something?
Oh
like that?
hell yeah! I'm gonna be there early as fuck, and I'm
You know
gonna
what?
just.
I don't have to because it's reserved. Dude, I'm so happy about that. Look, I really like the atmosphere because Crossroads is always like the leather seats
Yeah, yeah.
now. It's like super fancy and they recline. But I genuinely prefer like an open theater type thing, like Mission Valley,
Mhm.
because I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming in Crossroads, and it was really fun. But then I rewatched it in like another theater, whatever, and it was actually like an open one where there were actually seats and there wasn't like dividers, whatever, reserved seats, and everyone was like a lot more like loud and laughing, and you kind of had the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want to wait like 2 hours in line for this.
Yeah, no, I
True.
don't think that's worth it.
I think it'd be worth it.
It was nice when we went to see it.
Yeah, but then we saw it like a week after it came out.
Yeah, true. But I
That
mean,
was
there were
still
still
pretty,
plenty
like-
of people, and it was still pretty
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. That was enjoyable. Yeah.
Okay.
So theories?
Yeah, theories. We literally
Dude,
just
we
ranted
had some
about the
theories.
movie.
My
on the line.
entire like spiel, this entire podcast has just been theory.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't really have any theories, man. I saw the good trailer.
Short and sweet to the point.
I thought, well, my theory is about the balance and stuff.
Mm.
So the switching of roles.
What is that?
Memory full.
Oh shit! Well,
Oh wait.
is it still recording?
No, I don't think so.
Rip.
All right.
No, we can look. That's over, and then we can just have a black screen. where we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
talk.
that's exactly what
Alright,
we're gonna
so-
end up doing.
If you're watching on video,
Oh,
I don't even know how you found us, dude.
Thank
If you're a really
you.
good fan, please rate and comment.
We appreciate you.
I mean, like, I'm gonna have it on the Twitter, but Twitter's not. I mean, like, barely anyone follows me on, follows us on the Twitter, so you know.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you guys.
No, we're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Oh, right. Yeah, balance.
What was I saying?
Memory. full.
So it was just my theory is about the balance. The whole movie's about the balance of the Force. No Siths, no more Jedi, because it's called The Last Jedi.
Mhm.
So Kylo and Rey will not be like black and white. They won't be set in stone. Whether they're bad or good, they'll be drifting between, light and dark.
Mm.
And eventually they'll end up in the middle somehow. I don't know what that entails, but yeah.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Incest.
I don't think it's incest because I think it's the Kenobi.
Obviously, Disney. I was just
Yeah.
joking. It's not like George R. R. Martin. I do agree with that because obviously
Yeah.
Kylo does feel like a strong pull from the light side,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously he also doesn't know why Darth Vader, his motivations even, because he was staring at like a melted
Yeah.
mask and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So he's feeling the pull from the light side, but that doesn't mean that Rey won't feel a pull from the dark side.
Mm.
Yes.
We're also, from what I hear, we're getting like confirmed Force ghosts.
Please.
Yeah, I kind of need it too.
I would. Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan
Yes,
would be
I want
fantastic.
that.
Yeah, and then
Hayden Christensen as Anakin, I wouldn't mind now that he's as old as he is. He's
mm,
not a young
True.
guy being awkward in sand, and his
True.
lines are different. If it's,
Awkward and sad.
yeah, I think,
awkward and sad.
like I wouldn't
Nice.
mind both of their Force ghosts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Yoda. I don't want Yoda's. Only in the sense that Yoda's like he's done. There's nothing Yoda has left to accomplish, right? He trained Luke, he moves on, blah blah blah. Obviously with Obi-Wan and Anakin they have a connection.
Well, to be fair, Yoda would be one of the more. Well, Yoda and Anakin are the most fresh Force ghosts.
The only thing I'd say is like, well, it's not about the fresh. It has to do with.
I know.
like,
I'm saying like
affection.
no. I'm saying like they're the ones that died more recently than
grill.
because Qui-Gon's
Okay, look,
Force ghost is
One,
confirmed gone.
I do not want to see. Yeah, no Qui-Gon. Don't need to see Qui. I just want like obviously if there's Force ghosts, they're talking to Luke. If it's Yoda and it's like
Mhm.
a quick Easter egg of him like talking to Luke or whatever, I think that's cool. I would not like to see Yoda
Mhm.
and then have him look at Rey and Rey be like, "The fuck is this green broccoli, dude?" Whatever, right?
What is this weed?
What is this? Right? I think that's way too much to explain, and no one has time for that. Granted, we haven't discussed. Rumor has it through AMC theaters, the runtime is 2 hours and 30 minutes, the longest Star Wars movie ever.
Mm,
How do you feel about that?
hell yeah.
I
I mean, like,
thought Force Awakens was way too short. I
yeah.
thought it had
Yeah.
scenes that it should have added.
Yes.
I think Ryan Johnson is for sure gonna. I trust Ryan Johnson.
I'm gonna have to pee during that movie.
Force
It's two,
Awakens?
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Pee
No, this.
beforehand.
This
Dehydrate yourself. Dehydrate yourself.
Man.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pee beforehand. I'm gonna have a shit ton of popcorn. Candy too, yeah. Ices, ooh. Shit, I'm just gonna be like, But see, movies like Star Wars are one of those movies where it's like when you watch it, you just like fangasm. half
See,
the
my
time.
problem is, I get into these movies and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna eat anything. I'm not gonna drink anything. I'm just gonna sit here. Because if I swear to God, if I have to go to the bathroom and I'm gonna miss some important shit, nah, I'm not gonna
Nah,
do
dude,
this.
I hold it unless the movie's really shit.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
really hold it.
exactly.
But, I'm excited. Watch it all.
All right.
It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Fantastic.
So, I mean,
What about
like,
you? What about you? What is your final thoughts?
I mean, pretty much what I've been saying all along.
Mm.
We're gonna see a good ass movie. That's my final thoughts.
That's all we want.
I'm totally fucking down for everything they're doing right now.
This is the last trailer, or no?
This is the final trailer confirmed, I think.
But there's a
Um,
couple international trailers that are coming.
Oh,
That's
there
weird,
might
though,
be an
because, like,
international trailer, but this is the final
Look,
trailer.
The
and
Justice League trailer that we obviously did not talk about.
yeah,
It came out, and that was its final trailer, but that's like a month before the movie comes out. You're
Yeah.
saying that their final trailer is their first official trailer?
maybe.
That would be a bit strange.
Because Force Awakens' second trailer was released like way before this,
Yeah.
and I think that was their final trailer. It was released either like late September or early October.
Did you find this trailer to be like spoilery?
A little, if you're really looking for it, which is exactly what we did. We kind of
I thought-
analyzed the shit out of it.
I think it's one of the sinners like obviously we analyzed the shit out of it, and some of the stuff we said might be right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I don't think the trailer was super spoilery.
Mhm.
If you understand the misdirections of the Force Awakens trailer,
Mhm.
it's kind of like obviously Finn having a lightsaber didn't spoil that he's a Jedi.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
doubt some things are completely the way they're supposed to be. I do think probably a few of them were.
Mhm.
That was fine.
All right, so the next podcast we're gonna talk about Blade Runner. I know I promised that we would talk about Inhumans and the Gifted.
You want to talk
As
about
of-
humans real quick? It's shit. Okay.
No, I feel like we need to do a full official breakdown. Maybe once the season finales air.
Inhumans? What episode?
Inhumans and the Gifted.
Episode what episode?
Because it's 8 episodes. It's on episode 3 right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like
And you've seen all three, right?
once we've seen the full thing, we can decide
Okay,
if it's truly.
I obviously have not seen Inhumans, but I've always heard terrible things about it.
Okay.
Look, I think that Black Bolt, because he's as strong as he is, my assumption is the show is going to go the path of, oh my god, he has crazy power that he won't use until he's pushed, and then at some point, I assume the finale, he will be pushed, at which point he'll use his power, a lot of shit will happen, and then we'll wait till season 2, which I
Mhm.
hope gets cancelled.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna end up happening. But here's how I'm gonna put this show into perspective. You know how much I hate Ramsey.
I've heard you say this multiple times, but continue.
I think I'm kind of rooting for the guy that plays Ramsey right now.
I mean, at this point,
the
we'll
guy
just
who plays
save
Ramsey's
it.
a good actor.
He's a good actor. No, but I'm saying like oh no, it was Theon in. Never mind. It was Theon in John Wick. I was thinking, I was like, he was in John Wick, but no, he wasn't. It was Theon.
Theon's in Inhumans? I thought it was Ramsey.
No, it's Ramsey. It's Ramsey.
Okay.
No, I got the actors mixed up. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there was a
alright.
Game of Thrones actor in
Yeah.
John Wick.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
But like, I feel like he should be the main villain, but you don't feel it because he's like, oh yeah, by the way, you know how the royal family fucked up? I'm getting rid of all of that. So it's like,
we'll just save it for the Inhumans.
yeah, true. He has good
Maybe
intentions.
I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch it.
Maybe not.
Makes me like him more than any of the royal
This is not
family,
Okay.
except for one girl.
Real quick, Jesse, do you think I should watch it? In your heart of hearts, do you think I should take my time, sit down with as busy as it is, and watch Inhumans?
It's not even like the kind of shitty where it's entertaining.
Oh, it's just bad. Oh, that's sad.
It's
Yeah.
all right though.
It's fine.
If you're a fan of the characters, you just watch it. Just
Yeah.
watch it.
Mm.
No, I'm literally just I'm on that like
But yes.
Fucking-
Has he talked anymore since that little?
But yeah,
These
until-
sign languages?
That's the whole thing, is that it'd be weird if he talked too much. That's his whole thing.
Because
He
then he'd
shut the
be.
fuck up.
But yeah, until next time.
Yeah.
until the Inhumans.
All right, guys, this has been the High Ground Cast podcast.
Oh my god. Are you gonna do that every single time?
Excuse me, Mr. ASMR. Yes, I will.
Hey, it's our
Nope.
brand.
Nope. Next time, I'm definitely gonna be very loud about it. I'll be like, "Welcome to the High Ground Podcast."
Why though?
'Cause why
We don't need
ASMR?
we don't need their ears bleeding at the beginning, at the top of the podcast.
We
Their
don't
ears
need-
bleed enough
Yeah.
as loud as
So
we
you're
get.
saying make them turn the volume as loud as they can to hear you, just for us to scream
I
halfway
get
through.
right up to the mic. They hear it plenty well. All right. With that being said, please
Thanks for listening to the High Ground Podcast.
follow us on Twitter at Highgroundcast. Look out for that video link.
Or not. You have free will. So.
Yeah, true.
This is very.
But I mean,
yeah,
but I
why
mean-
listen to us? There's
Yeah,
so many
yeah,
other
well,
options.
you
Why
know,
are you
we-
here?
Yeah.
You
What the
could
fuck
be-
are you doing here?
Roman could be whispering into your non-existent ears. No one's listening.
Hey, we have some listeners. We have enough to have 68 total downloads at this point. And keep in mind,
My phone downloads it by itself. I don't listen anymore.
well, I mean, like, to be fair, no, it's not a download. It's like, well, no, it
Dude,
is.
fucking
stream,
downloads.
Yeah, it counts as a download, but then
Look, it's
We're
fine.
counting
It's
those views.
fine.
We're
Look,
counting.
this is for our future references. Please stop listening to us. Okay, these are for our children.
wow, holy shit.
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
We don't want any of you, apparently, according to Daniel.
I'm just joking. Okay, don't leave me.
No, but seriously, I love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Oh, do you love me?
Maybe. It depends on it depends on the day.
Man,
Bye,
man, that's
guys.
fucked up. Man.
No, I'm
Give it a
joking.
Stop.
Please
Bye.
do.
All right, bye.
Bye.
That's enough.